sentencing rules, meaning juries can't assemble. However, after some lawyers and politicians voiced opposition, the move was dropped from emergency legislation. MSPs are set to push through the remainder of the emergency powers in a single day of debate. A doctor's surgery in Wales has apologised after sending patients with life-limiting illnesses a letter asking them to complete a do not resuscitate form because of the pandemic. The surgery in Maesteg asked patients to agree that the emergency services wouldn't be called if their condition deteriorated, saying scarce resources could be targeted at the young instead. Howell Griffith reports.
The letter was sent to patients in Maesteg with incurable cancers and untreatable conditions, encouraging them to agree that if their health deteriorated suddenly, an ambulance wouldn't be called, and no attempt would be made to resuscitate them. It said, "We will not abandon you, but we have to be frank and realistic." The surgery has apologised and patients have been contacted, but the reality of having to rationalise care during the pandemic remains, with warnings being made to patients across the UK that difficult decisions lie ahead.
This summer's Edinburgh festivals, including the Fringe and the Royal Military Tattoo, have been cancelled for the first time in more than 70 years. Organisers said it was a profoundly difficult decision, but that it was impractical and undesirable to stage the events in anything like their normal form in August. The body of a Glasgow man missing in Amsterdam has been found. Matthew McComb disappeared while on a trip to the Dutch city with friends to celebrate his 21st birthday. He was the grandson of Celtic legend and Lisbon Lion Billy McNeill. And a look at the weather. Rain will spread south and east across Scotland, but it will become patchier for most. However, some rain may linger for a while in the northwest. Rather windy today. Top temperatures 9 to 12 Celsius. BBC Radio Scotland News.
And the travel news now with Victoria Lumsden. Well, if you do have to make an essential journey, there are a few things that could slow you down. Strong wind, there's a strong wind warning on the Dornoch Bridge. One main piece of travel news this lunchtime in East Ayrshire, the A77 is closed southbound between Fenwick South and Kilmarnock because of a serious accident this morning. Two lorries collided in a lay-by at around 8:30. And in Ayr, the A713 Castle Hill Road is closed both ways for ongoing repairs to a burst water main. But the advice remains, please don't travel unless you have to. BBC Radio Scotland Travel.
Well, let's go back and talk about the First Minister's statement to Parliament this afternoon, which we broadcast live here within the last hour. Nicola Sturgeon says there have been another 16 deaths linked to COVID-19 here in Scotland, taking the total to 76. The First Minister also says that 147 patients are now in intensive care, and the target of doubling ICU beds to 360 has been met. The First Minister has been making a statement to Parliament, and as I said, listening across, that was our political editor Brian Taylor, who joins me now. Hi there, Brian.
Hi.
So, just sum up first of all, but particularly I suppose with the health service, what the main points were the First Minister was making.
You know what, I thought there was almost a Manichaean duality about the prior statement from Nicola Sturgeon. She was delivering simultaneously good and bad news, particularly on the health service. She said, for example, that there had been an increase in intensive care cases from 51 last week to 147 as of last night. She was talking also about the increase in the number of cases, but at the same time she then said we'll hopefully see a slowdown in the next few weeks. She was talking about in the IC cases expected to continue for 2 or 3 weeks at least. What I think she's doing there is trying to offer a glimmer of hope to keep people adhering to the existing lockdown. In other words, to say thank you for the compliance, but you have to keep it going. You have to use a phrase that really stood out from yesterday, stick with it. So I think that, in a situation today where the Chambers of Commerce report is talking about a catastrophe in the economy if small firms close, I think at the same time as saying to Nicola Sturgeon, saying stick with it, keep the effort going, but at the same time she's trying to hint that there could be, if that happens, there could be an improvement in the situation. As I say, I think she's trying to do the good cop and bad cop, if you like, at the same time.
And one of the measures that we had been expecting to hear was this proposal to scrap jury trials, Brian, but that didn't happen. So was that really a step too far at this stage?
I mean, this is in the emergency bill, a 68-page emergency bill currently before Parliament, going to go through in a single stages 1, 2 and 3 with opposition agreement. Now, that issue of opposition agreement, I think, was central to the business of jury trials. The proposal was to change the nature of the way the business of justice is administered in Scotland. You have a series of changes, more use of remote evidence, and one proposal was to lessen the number of people crowded into a small courtroom, was to have more cases determined simply from the bench rather than by a jury that